Hello everyone, meteorologist Mike here for your Delmarva Forecast here on January the 17th, and we've had a pretty nice day across the peninsula here today, although temperatures are dropping right now. You see up in Kent County, Delaware, they're already in the mid to low 30s, while in Sussex County, we're still at around 40 degrees. Don't worry, you cold lovers. Temperatures will continue to drop tonight, and we might even see a bit of snow tomorrow. In fact, it's a bit more than might, as we have this low pressure system that will be moving off our coast. The models have moved the center of pressure a bit closer to the peninsula, however, and that's bringing a bit more rain our way, though you see that there's still a bit of a dissent here between the two models, especially with the GFS here bringing in a bit of snow, and there's just some very minute details that's leading the GFS to try to bring a bit more snow, and that's going to involve our friend the SQT. Remember, this is showing temperatures and dew points across the entire column for wherever I clicked. I clicked in Sussex County, right around where we're seeing the main differences here in between rain and snowfall. The bottom one is going to be the Euro, and the top one will be the GFS. And it's really this bottom layer that I want you to keep a close eye on. Temperatures down at the bottom are in Celsius, so 0 degrees is freezing point is 32, and this is where we're seeing the difference. Below 950 millibars is where we're really seeing the most difference, and that is mostly above freezing here for the ECMWF, and that's why we're seeing rain plenty of time for the snow that has been created and is falling to melt. However, over in the GFS, it's really right at the surface that's above freezing, and that's why it's trying to throw in a bit of snow in the middle of that rain. And that is actually what we will be seeing for this SQT if that comes to pass. So that is leading us to have a very challenging forecast here for tomorrow when it comes to snowfall, because if the GFS comes to pass, we're going to be seeing a lot more snow, especially down in our southern areas of the peninsula. You can see the differences here between the Euro and the GFS for tomorrow. More snow, as you can see, up to 2 inches down in Maryland here, whereas the Euro is going to be seeing mostly rainfall for this event. So it's going to be very interesting. The National Weather Service out of Wakefield has issued winter weather advisories for that area in Maryland, just in case the GFS comes to pass. And like I said, it's a very small details that could lead to us seeing snow down there. Me, I am leaning more to the Euro. Other models are leaning more in that direction, saying that we'll see most of the bullseye up to the north of us. Up in the Philadelphia area, we'll be seeing the majority of the snow, and that will be staying fairly warm. So I'm going to be leaning a little bit more towards the Euro here for tomorrow. But like I said, this does have some pretty big bust potential, as some just very small details can line up, and we could possibly see the GFS come in. The GFS's prediction come into play. As for the start of next week, it's going to be cold. This system will be bringing plenty of cold air down with it, as well as a bit of wind as this ridgeline sets up over top of the region. We'll be keeping our isobars relatively restricted, and it's going to be a cold wind to start off our work week. You see, even though we get up into the 40s, low temperatures are down in the low 20s, and we'll even see lows down into the teens by midweek.